As a content creator, one of the most important things is having great audio. And nowadays, there are actually more ways on the market than ever to achieve that. And they are also available at all kinds of different price points. Today in this video, I want to show you what difference it can make, what type of microphone you use, and of course also what kind of difference it can make, what kind of price point you might choose your microphone at. This specifically talking about lavaliere microphones, as well as one microphone that is a little bit different, a headset type microphone with the DPA 6066. Most of the time nowadays, you see people on Instagram Reels or TikTok, they're holding a microphone like this, or they have clipped it like that on their chest with a magnet or something like that. Now, I'm not here to judge any of those mic positionings. They oftentimes sound really well. However, furious I get when someone is holding their microphone right in the front of their mouth like this, which is just unnecessary. And at least in the past, and for the longest time that I have been in the area of filmmaking, you didn't want the microphone to be seen. So you want something nice and discreet that you could, for example, clip to the collar. This right here, for my current color of a shirt, would also be a bad choice because it's a black microphone, and that of course doesn't really vibe well with my top right here. However, on the other hand, the Deity THEOS Mic Pro, for example, that I have right here, I could clip that to my shirt right there, and hiding the microphone cable inside, I would actually have a pretty well hidden microphone. More magic with lavaliers is actually done when you have a little bit more time to prep how you would want to place it. So you can build some tape triangle and tape it to the inside of the clothing. Some people can hide it in their hair or on their glasses. There's actually tons of ways of how lavalier microphones are generally being used, and not just as the clip it right here and you're done with it type of microphone. But of course, that is one of the more obvious use cases, because then you at least still can see the microphone. Now, interestingly, and maybe obviously, there's also a huge difference in how these different microphones sound as you are progressing up the chain of price, mostly, and quality. Here, for example, you have the Røde Lavaliere. This is a microphone that's about $100, and it also comes with two of those in the Røde Wireless Pro kit. This is really good because you can already start using this right away when you get, for example, the Røde Wireless Pro, which in my opinion is one of the most versatile wireless systems right now on the market that is also achievable as a content creator. So you have two of these units with the cable and the lavalier, and you can clip this right here. You can have this in the back of your pocket or on your belt or something like that, and you are ready to go. That is already a great setup. Then from there, you could, for example, look at something like the Deity THEOS Pro. This is a microphone that is actually waterproof. You can submerge this part of the capsule. The cable is incredibly long, about 2 meters, almost 2 meters, and the sound is really nice and full, and also very, very well suited for all kinds of content creation. As an alternative, Deity also makes something that they call the WLAV Micro, and this is it. This capsule is even smaller than the Pro, as you can see right here. However, I found that I reach more often for the Pro because it sounds a tiny bit fuller than the Micro. However, the Micro is, as you can see, really, really small, and for example, much more easily hidden in someone's hairline if you want to do that. Then with the next step, I have two of the microphones that I got loaned for the last 2 months to test and try out and see how those stack up against all of the other microphones that I already have in my kit. And those are the DPA 4060, which is this lavalier right here, and the DPA 6066, which is this headset microphone right there. This, however, also comes in a different format like a lavalier, which is then called the 6060 or 6061, and I have a video describing all of these differences linked in the description below as well. Now, however, a quick overview in terms of what's the price timeline here. We have the Røde Lavaliere, which costs around $100, but if you get it in the set with the Røde Wireless Pro, that comes down quite significantly. Then you have the Deity THEOS Pro. This sits around $200 or euros, depending on what kind of version you get. If you need the adapter for the 3.5mm jack from this micro dot right here, then it's about $200. Then we have the DPA 4060 right here, which goes for about 400 to 450 euros. And then last but not least, we have this headset with the capsule, the 6066 from DPA. This is about 800 to 900 euros, depending on the capsule. And then if you want to have this as a Lavaliere version, that's about 500 to 550 euros. So we are stepping up quite significantly, but you'll also notice that this actually depends on the quality. Two of the more obvious things, for example, are that these microphones from DPA have an incredibly low noise floor, which helps to give you a really clean recording. And then you also have a very flat frequency response, giving you a lot of room to play when you are editing your files. Now, I promised you I will give you a couple of sound samples of these different microphones, and you can see for yourself which level of microphone might be the right one for you. This is the Røde Wireless Pro built-in microphone. Right now, I'm holding it in a position that the capsule actually points toward my mouth, which is not possible at that collar to just fit it like that. Dig deep within yourself, for there's a fountain of goodness ever ready to flow if you will keep digging. This is the Røde Lavaliere 2 recording into the Røde Wireless Pro, in which the set of all of it comes. Dig deep within yourself, for there's a fountain of goodness ever to flow if you will keep digging. This is the Deity THEOS Pro recording into the Wireless Pro. Dig deep within yourself, for there's a fountain of goodness ever to flow if you will keep digging. This is the Deity THEOS Micro recording into the Røde Wireless Pro. Dig deep within yourself, for there's a fountain of goodness ever to flow if you will keep digging. This is the DPA 4060, now with the more open grid pattern on top, and that is recorded into the Røde Wireless Pro with the original DPA 3.5mm jack to micro dot adapter recorded into the Wireless Pro. Dig deep within yourself, for there's a fountain of goodness ever to flow if you will keep digging. Røde Wireless Pro with the DPA 6066 in lav position. Dig deep within yourself, for there's a fountain of goodness ever ready to flow if you will keep digging. This is the DPA 6066 into the Røde Wireless Pro. Dig deep within yourself, for there's a fountain of goodness ever ready to flow if you will keep digging. I hope this video helped you, give you a bit of an understanding of these different types of microphones, and gave you a better way to choose if you need to upgrade, if you want to upgrade, and if you do, there are links to these products in the description down below so that you can check them out for yourself. If you need help as a content creator with anything from video making to editing, productivity, working on your MacBook, or doing any of the recording things that are going into making content, please feel free to reach out. I'm always available for questions and consultancy sessions. Of course, you can also join my Telegram group, the Quality Creators Club, where we talk about this type of stuff and how to elevate your content to the next level. With all that said, choose your mic wisely, and I will see you in the next one.